Hi, good day all. Welcome to Phillip Trading Podcast, and we are happy today. We have William with us. So, how are you today, William?
Very good, thank you, James.
Okay, great. Yeah. So I'm James. So today, actually last week we discussed about our Nasdaq and also the launching of the Nasdaq shares CFD in Phillip Futures. So and this week we actually will continue to explore one of the interesting counter in Nasdaq, which is Tesla, an American electric vehicle and clean energy company based in Palo Alto, California. Okay, Tesla current products include electric cars, battery energy storage from home to grid scale, solar panels, and also solar roof titles, and other related products and services. Therefore, our topic for today is what does Tesla additions to the S&P 500 means for the investors? Yeah, William, Tesla was listed under Nasdaq in year 2010. And 10 years after its IPO, Tesla will officially enter the S&P 500 index on the upcoming 21st December 2020. Okay, so what does it take for Tesla to be part of the S&P 500?
Okay, now to be able to be part of the S&P 500 index, there are a few criteria that Tesla need to fulfill. Right? So that I will just shortlist the important one. Okay, so the first will be the market capital of the company need to be at least more than USD 8.2 billion. So Tesla market cap as at yesterday closing price was actually more than USD 540 billion. All right, and the second one, which is also the hardest for a lot of Nasdaq listed companies. All right, this is the hardest criteria for all these new startup companies listed under Nasdaq, because you need to be able to make a profit, okay? Because a lot of startup listed under Nasdaq, they are consistently making losses because they are the so-called innovation or growth company, all right? Because of this, they heavily invest in their R&D, which really eats into their profit. In October 2020, Tesla reports a fifth straight profitable quarter, even higher than the analyst forecast on the revenue and profit. And this really is a very huge milestone for Tesla after years and years of losses since it listed in 2010. That has gone through like 10 years of losses, and finally it is able to report five continuous. So the third one, and which is the last one, which I think is important, is that the share must be highly liquid and have a public float of at least 10%. So Tesla is definitely a very, very high liquid shares for investors to trade lah. Yeah.
I see. Thanks for sharing about the criteria for the Tesla to make it into the S&P 500. Okay, how the inclusions of Tesla into S&P 500 affects Tesla shareholders?
Okay, first, Tesla becoming part of S&P 500 do not actually change its operation. It doesn't affect how many cars Tesla can sell in a year, or even affect Tesla revolutionary technology. But this is indeed a very huge milestone for Elon Musk and also its shareholders, and going to really cause a shuffling in the market. One of the news that I read on CNBC, dated on the 1st of December, USD 51 billion of other positions in the S&P 500 stocks are estimated to be sold by the fund managers in order for the fund managers to buy into Tesla shares. I reckon this is really the main reason why we see a very big rally on Tesla share price, right? In the recent 1 month. And Tesla share price has went up from 84 USD in January 2020 until 590 USD as at closing yesterday. This is like a really big rally. So with a market cap of over 500 billion, Tesla is now the biggest company ever to be added into the S&P 500 index. Yeah.
So there's a lot of the increasing of the prices for Tesla. Yeah, so definitely Tesla has the good condition to be added into S&P 500 for sure. And this will also need to thanks to the founder of Elon Musk and his team for all their contribution to the company. Okay, how does Tesla stand out from the rest of like China electric vehicle companies listed in Nasdaq and the NYSE, such as NIO, Li, Aspect, and Astra?
Okay, in order to answer this question, I think we need to discuss Tesla competitive advantage. Okay, we need to discuss Tesla competitive advantage. So the first one is the battery. So battery, as you all know, is the heart of the electric vehicles. In order for them to control the affordability, for Tesla to control the affordability of the price of Tesla, Elon Musk has actually invested very heavily in the R&D to lower the cost of its super battery to keep its price competitive compared to its competitors. So other than this, the durability of Tesla battery, after you fully charge the battery, it is actually 3 times more durable than its competitors' super battery. So this is also one of the main reasons why Tesla make up of 60% of electric vehicles sold in the United States. Now, this is the first, the battery, okay? The second will be the availability of Tesla supercharger station. If you know electric vehicle, you need to charge in order for you to keep going. So according to Tesla website, Tesla has over 1,870 charging stations with over 16,500 of chargers across United States, Europe, China, Japan, Korea, Australia, New Zealand, and also Middle East. So without the convenience of the charging station around the globe, it is very inconvenient for people to own a Tesla vehicle. All right. So this is the second advantage. I reckon Tesla has the most charging station around the world compared to other electric vehicles companies. And the last one will be the autopilot technology. Now, what is the main strongest point of an electric vehicle? It is fully electric. It is automated by the AI. So this autopilot technology plays a very, very important role for electric vehicle. Tesla has accumulated over 2 billion miles of data through its autopilot driver assistant feature. Through the autopilot driver assistant feature, through the machine learning. So they will auto-learn and develop itself. Tesla is now using the autopilot 3.0. However, Elon Musk is now working at a level 5 autopilot, which means no driver is needed at all. Driver can see, can sleep, you can sit at the back seat, you can watch movies in the car, or when you are going somewhere far away from your car, you can even summon a Tesla vehicle to come to you, to pick you up, and even for the car to go and recharge itself without the assistance of a driver. So these 3 main points, the battery, the availability of the Tesla charging station, and the autopilot technology is really going to separate Tesla out from its competitors. Yeah, I hope this answers your question.
Okay, thank you, William. Yeah, after listening all the advantages for for this company, I also wish to have one car from Tesla. Okay, talking about electrical vehicle. Okay, what is your view on electric vehicle for the next 5 to 10 years?
Okay, according to a research report done by the Bloomberg, sales of electric vehicle is not going to go up like super fast right now, but the speed of the sales of electric vehicle will really start to increase tremendously starting year 2025, which is 5 years away from now. So 5 years later, the sales of these EV cars will really pick up, and the market share of the EV cars, which is the electric vehicle cars, will outrun the market share of the petrol vehicles by 2038, which is about 18 years later, and it will just continue to grow and outbeat the petrol vehicles eventually. Yeah, this is according to a research report done by the Bloomberg analyst.
Okay, yeah. So seems like this industry still needs some time to grow. Okay. So back to Tesla. Still, do you think Tesla share price is overvalued at this moment? So is there any opportunity on this counter?
Okay, in order to answer this question, first let us explore if Tesla profit. Remember that in your first question we discussed that Tesla has finally report a profit 5 quarters in a row. So now the question comes back here is that, is this profitability sustainable in the mid to the long run? There are analysts from the investment bank. Some of them, they actually doubt the profitability of Tesla in the long run because Tesla core business, the main business of Tesla is selling electric vehicles. And this particular business segment is not that profitable yet on its own. The better than expected quarter report that I mentioned earlier, it is actually it beats a lot of analysts' expectation. And the reason for this is due to the regulatory credit revenue. It's not from the core business. So what is regulatory credit revenue? It means that the zero emission vehicle programs in the US, they will give out free credit, or they will give out credits to the automakers that produce and sell electric vehicles. And since Tesla, they only produce EV cars, and they have way more credits that it needs to meet the minimum regulation requirement. So Tesla are allowed to sell the excess credit to other that do not have enough credit. If you do not have enough credit, you will get penalty. So with the excess of the credit, Tesla can just sell it off to other cars manufacturer. So from here, they actually get a lot of money, which constitute a big part of their profit recently. And there are a lot of, I hope this answered the question. And also, now we need to look at the second part, which is there still opportunity in it? There are a lot of retail investors. They see Tesla as a core stock. Core stock meaning is like a very crucial stock to have it in your portfolio, because a lot of people, they love Elon Musk, they love his vision, so they really want to invest in his company. So without doubt, EV is going to be the next big trend for the next 5 to 10 years. And Goldman Sachs actually has increased the target price of Tesla to USD $780 per share. But Goldman Sachs definitely is on the very bullish side, because I think that has the highest target price for Tesla among other investment banks. However, if you personally doubt Tesla profitability, what you can do here is that you think Tesla share price is already overvalued and you want to short, you can still look into our Phillip Futures US shares CFD. Okay, you can still short Tesla shares with a margin of only 35%. So you are allowed to long and short Tesla at a margin of 35%, which is very, very affordable. Yeah. I hope this answers the question, James.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, William. Yeah, I also one of the person who very admire Elon Musk, because based on the history, I think 2018, he also the one of the most powerful people in the world, also in the Forbes. Okay, thanks to giving us a picture about Tesla company. So really appreciate on all the information that you have shared with us. Okay, so we'll call it a day, and please do subscribe our Phillip Futures Facebook page, and do comment on the below comment box. So like what topic that you are interested with, so we will arrange for it. Yeah, see you all next week. Thank you, William. Bye bye.
See you, James. Bye bye.
Bye.